Hi guys, it's Emily from Novelle Novels and welcome to today's video. This is the Unpopular Opinions book tag. Now, I was tagged in this ages ago by the lovely Gemma from Read a Book Gem, and I thought it's on my list. I thought, I know it's strange, the last video of the month doing a tag one, but I wanted to put my TBR up first because I was just so excited about my TBR for November. So, just going to do things in my order. Anyway, should we get on with this prompts? I will tell you who I'm tagging at the end and let you know that. So the first one is a popular book or series you didn't like. Now I struggle with this because I am really going to struggle with this tag video in general because I struggle to think about, oh, what did I not like? What did I not like? So I've decided to say that I'm going to go with Frankenstein because that, seeing as it's Victober, I know that last year I read it for Victober, although it wasn't, but I hated it. I really didn't like it. It annoyed the hell out of me and I just could have easily thrown it away. I've just thought of another one that I'm going to also say, which is Sophie's World, which is a Justine Gardner translated fiction that I read this year. And that's another one I absolutely could not bear it. Those two books are books that I've carried on reading because, you know me and the DNF thing. And also the fact is that I thought I should like them. Frankenstein I wanted to like, and it was a book that I really hoped, even though it was a sort of my kind of classic-y horror-y kind of book, I thought I would like it, and I really wanted to. And everyone else had said they preferred that, so unfortunately, no, it wasn't for me. The next one is a popular book or series you love, but everyone else seems to hate. And another thing, I struggle with this because, in general, if a lot of booktubers don't like it, I won't pick it up because I do tend to be drawn by what you guys like. But I thought of two books that have had mixed reviews on here and certainly by a few of my favourite booktubers. The first one is A Girl with a Pearl Earring. Now, Tracy Chevalier, who wrote that, has written quite a few books that have either been love or hate. I absolutely loved The Girl with a Pearl Earring. I read it with the lovely Beth and we loved it. It was historical fiction at its best, but I know she's not an author that's for everyone. And it literally got me, and it's one of the rare books I've actually kept, and I thought I would show it to you because I love the cover of it as well. It's beautiful. For those of you that don't like it, I don't know why, but if you're a big historical fiction fan, this is one that I absolutely loved. And another one was The Other Bennet Sister. See, I rated it 5 stars, but I know some of the popular booktubers have rated it less because they didn't like it. Now, I did read it in the wrong order. I read that before I read Pride and Prejudice. And since reading Pride and Prejudice, I've got a slightly different aspect on it, but I loved The Other Bennet Sister. Yes, it was a bit long and it could have cut down the middle a bit, but it was one that I loved it because it told Mary's story, and Mary was the underdog of the Bennet sisters, and I loved it so much. I loved the writing. It was quite a comfortable read. I listened to it on audiobook and it was beautiful. It's one of my favourite audiobooks that I've ever listened to. So those two are going to be my answers. I hope they count. Let me know if they do. Next is a love triangle where the main character ended up with someone you didn't want them to. Now this is going to surprise you guys because you guys will all know this is my favourite book. One of my favourite books in the entire world, A Curse So Dark and Lonely. But if I'm being completely honest, I love Bridget Kemner and I think she's going to do something really exciting with her last book. But I actually didn't want, and by the way, if you don't want a spoiler for this, skip past the next minute. Do not press play again in another minute. So if you've not read this and don't want to know who she ends up with, skip, because I will tell you. It was a standard Beauty and the Beast retelling. She ended up with Prince Rian, who we all thought she should end up with. Or should I say, who everyone else thought she should end up with. But there is this little bit in me that actually there's a massive bit in me that has the hugest crush on Grey. Grey is Rian's servant, and I actually thought they would be perfect together, and I absolutely really badly wanted them to get together, but I knew archetypal they weren't. She was going to end up with the Beast, yada yada. That's going to be quite standard, but I didn't want it to. I wanted her to end up with Grey, and there is bits in the second book where you see them together and you think, oh, there's that little bit of a spark. What's going to happen? So I'm hoping that the third book, which is out in January, will kind of tie that together and maybe she might end up with him. Because as much as I love Rian, and Rian, he's a gorgeous character. I love him, love the B-side of him, think he's one of my favourite characters ever. But I wanted Harper to end up with Grey. Sorry, Bridget, I love you, this book. And I know you guys know this is my favourite book ever. So, yeah, not what I kind of wanted. The next prompt, you guys will totally get my answer to this. A popular book genre you hardly ever reach for. You guys know the answer to that. It's horror, no question. I'm challenging myself. As you are seeing this video, I would have just finished Carrie. Eek, I'm scared. I am the world's biggest wimp. Horror, I am picking up because I'm challenging myself. Hint to the future, I will not be doing a challenge. I will not be setting myself the goal of reading horrors next year. Not going to kill myself. I'm going to be gentle. Okay, the next one was a popular beloved character you didn't like. And another one I really struggle with because I don't tend that if a character's one that I don't like, they're not going to really stick in my mind and they're not going to really jump out at me. But there is a book I read with a group of other booktubers, which was I Capture the Castle by Jodie Smith. We read it over the summer. It was a brilliant book. I hated the lead character, Cassandra. She cheated. Again, skip if you don't want to know any spoilers. She cheats on. She goes for her sister's bloke, the bloke that she's not supposed to go with. She goes with someone that she's not supposed to go with. She treats the boys that do like her really badly. She is just a spoilt little brat. And I know she's going through problems, but I really cannot stand her. I wanted to slap her around the face and say, get a pair, behave yourself, be good. And she wasn't. She really annoyed the hell out of me. Sorry. This is I suppose one thing about this opinion. I'm going to be honest. And God, I really got annoyed with her. I don't know if that's also the mother, the older side in me relating to a YA character, but I could have easily smacked her around the mush because if she was my daughter behaving like that, she would have got told off so badly. Okay. The next one, number 6, is a popular author you just can't get into. And I'm going to be honest, and this is quite hard, Margaret Atwood. I've just got rid of you'll see in my unhaul pile book, the video thing that's coming out soon, is I've just got rid of one of Margaret Atwood's books, The Robber's Bride, because I don't think I can tackle it because it tackles cheating and to me that's a bit personal. I'm keeping this one because I'm going to be buddy reading it with a fellow butcher, I think Melissa from Fully Booked, but there might be someone else. I can't remember who I promised I would read this with. But I've tried surfacing, I've tried a couple of her books, her first books at the start of the year, and I really couldn't understand them. Maybe it's too literary fiction for me, I don't know, but it's not one that I could completely get into. I'm going to try this. Like I said, I'm going to buddy read it, and I've got one more of her book. No, I've got 2 more of her books that are on my shelves, which I might do a try the chapter tag with and try a chapter on them and see if they're going to be ones I'm going to be able to read or if I should DNF. Guys, let me know. Do I do a try the chapter tag on some of Margaret Atwood's books and see what I think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so far, so not so great. I'm really struggling with her. The next one, a popular book trope you are tired of seeing. Again, you're going to know the answer to this. I'm pretty repetitive on this one. Ugly duckling turns into a swan and gets a happy ending. Can't stand that because not starters, happy endings don't always happen, although we would love them if they did. Secondly, ugly duckling girls turns pretty. What is it? Why do people get obsessed with the way people look? Ugly is the most annoying word in the world to me. Never ever use that to me because I got called it so often growing up by bullies. So and also the bullying trope. The bully changes tack, and the bully turns nice in the end and realises the error of their ways. Another thing that annoys me because half the time bullies don't. If they are a bully, it takes a lot for them to come out of that. And yeah, sorry, that's another. But the bullying trait, that's another one that I can't stand. The next is a popular book series you have no intention on reading. Another one I really struggle with, but I've gone with The Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I am liking the ACOTAR series, but I'm not loving it enough that I want to try the Throne of Glass series. It's too fantasy, I think, for me, so I'm not going to bother trying that. Penultimate question, or should I say last question, and then that's the tag bit. A book that is better in the movie, book that's better as a movie than the movie film adaptation. Do first. So the one where the movie film adaptation is better than the book. I think that's the prompt. Sorry guys, I'm going to link Gemma's video underneath because she can actually say the prompt well. Anyway, and I've gone with Alice in Wonderland. I loved the film, the Disney film for that, but the book annoyed the hell out of me and I couldn't stand it. So the Disney film, even the Johnny Depp film, is actually better than the book. The book I just didn't like, whereas the films I loved, especially the Disney one. I thought the Disney one was absolutely amazing. The only reason I kept that book was because of my daughter. Right, so now it's tag some people. I am going to tag 4 channels, and one of them I cannot remember the name. 2 of them I know the channel names, but I cannot remember the name of the people on the channel because I'm so sorry, guys. But I am tagging you because I love your channels. First one, I've got to tag Verna from Verna's Bookish Adventures. She's one of my great booktube friends, and I loved her to pieces. The next one is, the channel is Hufflepuff Discovery, and I know the girl, lovely lady, but for the life of me, her name is beneath me. She is absolutely lovely. She's a new channel to me that I found through Victober. We worked on the Victober project together. I love her channel and I would love to see her do this. Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe. I've never tagged her. She's a massive booktube, but she's also one of the sweetest, kindest ladies you could ever meet. She comments back when I comment on her videos. She watches my videos. She's a new-ish to me channel. But I am so glad I found her. She is absolutely lovely, and check her out. She's absolutely the best. And then the last channel is Sarah MG Reads. I don't think her actual name is Sarah. Sorry. I'm no good with remembering either names or channel names. I'm sorry. But that channel is absolutely amazing. She is an absolutely lovely person. She's been boosting me up at the moment with some of the tags when she tags me in the videos. She makes me smile. Her opinions are great. She's a lovely lady. So please check her out and check out these channels. Even if guys, if you want to do this chat tag, you don't have to, but it's also mainly to shout out some amazing channels which deserve the love. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling, and I'll see you all soon.